news tonight from Afghanistan. A Black Hawk helicopter went down today during a firefight. Among the dead, 7.
On November 12th, 1992, my world just stopped spinning.
I was 10 years old when my dad died. I missed so many events with my father.
I was also engaged to be married, and we were buying a home when he was killed, and so plans definitely changed.
You know, my twin brother, Kevin, was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2011.
I lost my ex-husband. He was killed in Iraq in 2004.
I lost my husband 2 years ago to suicide.
My husband died
when we
after
received
a
the
long
knock at the
illness.
door and said, I give up. I can't do this anymore.
14 Marines were killed in a roadside explosion, making it one of the worst weeks for U.S. casualties of the war.
When TAPS was first launched back in 1994, it was just an awakening of family members from around the country who finally had that place to go. So it was exciting to talk with other widows, to talk with moms and dads who had been searching, who had been out there and who had a loss, who were grieving their military fallen hero, but didn't have that network to come together and connect. Every morning on the way to work, I think about what TAPS means to thousands of families across this country. This is our family now of those who truly understand.
As a military spouse working for TAPS, I find it very gratifying. My husband often says, never leave a military brother or sister behind. It's my responsibility to be there for his family, so I have to be there for them as well, especially if they lost someone.
Thank you for calling TAPS. How can we help? Okay. Do you mind telling me a little bit more about your son? A big part of what I do is a way to honor my twin brother who was in the Marine Corps and was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2011. And as we got emails from people who served with him, they were always talking about how he listened better than anyone else. I hope it's inspiring. I hope that hearing someone on the other end of the phone willing to listen to their story, who has also experienced that kind of loss, gives them hope that one day they can get to that point emotionally where they're able to support other people.
The contents of what we call resource kits are the first package. It's our first impression that new survivors get. They get a knock on the door, they give permission to be contacted by us, and we reach out with these particular contents, personalized to every situation, to mail to families.
A lot of Americans believe that since the war is winding down, that there's no need for expansion on benefits for survivors. But what they don't realize is that the war is ending, but it's going to affect our lives for the rest of our lives. These children were between the ages of 0 and 6 when they lost their parents. They're now starting to grow up.
Well, with grief, you're constantly emotionally drained, and so when others come in and you can share, that with others and to talk with others, and you see how they get healing from the care group, you yourself get healing from the care group, because even though you facilitate, you're allowed to share as well. And so it all works wonderfully as a community as we're helping each other heal.
I lost my husband 2 years ago after he came back from Iraq to suicide. Without guidance, I think suicide survivors are just so lost, and you just really don't know what to do with your life. And so what we try to do is in our program is help people find connection, meaning, purpose, and hope. For us being able to be sort of a beacon to these people and to show them that, you can breathe, you can find happiness, you will be able to laugh eventually. I think it's priceless, and I would not be here today without, the care that was provided to me from TAPS.
The retreats are very important because it creates an atmosphere that allows you to really be yourself, to be expressive about the memories and the feelings of loss that you're experiencing, and allows an excellent avenue to be able to explore the process of grief. I'll take a group of siblings rock climbing, and one of the reasons why we choose rock climbing is because in that action, I'm physically able to show you support. And one of the biggest parts about it is that it actually instills hope to show you that things can get better.
I always say to survivors when they're asking if they should come to an event that they are going to leave with a new friend and a new family. And that's the heart of TAPS. When you come here, you're going to meet people that you connect with, that understand you, and that are going to be in your life for years to come.
There are thousands of family members who rely on TAPS 24/7. We get calls all through the night and on weekends, and I can't imagine if those thousands of families had nowhere to turn. Nowhere to turn where they weren't understood at the deepest level, where they weren't immediately talking with another mom, another dad, another widow, another sibling. This is America's family, and I can't imagine life without it.